Welcome to Get Real with the
English
Sisters. Sorry,
are you? No, we're not sorry.
we're not sorry.
We're not sorry at all.
We haven't done anything, have we?
We haven't done anything that we're sorry about. So why is this constant need to always over apologise?
Sometimes you have to be sorry.
Sometimes you do.
Are. You've done something to be sorry about.
But when you haven't, and that's what today's all about, isn't it?
Today is about that.
It's about when you haven't said anything that you're, to be sorry about, and you're always constantly saying sorry all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, what's that all about?
Low self-esteem. You know that women apologise much more.
Much more than men.
Than men.
I know, like in a meeting, the lady or the women
sorry.
always say, sorry, I'd just like to add.
Yeah.
But why does she have to say sorry before
Saying, I'd like to add.
Yeah, or exactly.
My point of view is,
yeah, I'd like to add
I think
this.
we should. I believe we can.
I believe we can, yeah.
Do better.
I have a different take on that. Can we
Yes.
talk about it? I mean, imagine if you just said that. I have a different take on that. Can we talk about it? Let's discuss this without always having to say,
Let's discuss this now.
about this being sorry business. And let's end it once and for all.
So if you're someone that catches yourself saying sorry,
a bit too much.
a bit too much, because of course it's always, you need to apologise.
We know that.
We know that, but
Everyone knows
that's
that.
taken for granted. That's so obvious.
It's obvious you apologise when you've wronged someone, when you've hurt someone.
I mean, the British like to apologise a lot, don't they?
The British, I think, are one of the most apologetic people in the whole of the wide world.
You bash into someone on the tube, sorry. So sorry.
Oh, that's not. Although if you bash in.
Yes, okay, bash is exaggerated.
Yes,
but if you just slightly rub,
yeah. Oh,
not rub, but you just slightly knock against someone.
Yeah,
sorry.
Oh, it's sorry every 5 minutes,
sorry,
isn't it, in England? Yeah.
I mean, maybe then you should say sorry. I think it's,
I
you've
also-
invaded someone's space.
I also
it's
think
polite.
that's really tender of the British, and I do think that's adorable, really, because it's part of the
Culture.
It's a bit like like the Hugh Grant kind of thing, in that movie with Julia Roberts. It's tender in a way, but on the other hand, if it can become like more of a psychological issue, I think, when you do have low
like
self-esteem.
sometimes when we go to events and that, we might meet someone and say, "Oh, sorry, I wasn't dressed rightly for this," something like that.
Yeah, it's always yes. When you meet someone and you say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise it was."
Yeah.
I think that's happened to us before, hasn't it? Yeah, yeah. What's that all about then? It's because
that's low
not
self-esteem.
feeling
The
as
person
if you
doesn't feel as if they're as if
they're supposed to
enough.
be in that space.
Yeah, they're enough for where they are.
Here it says over-apologising is a common symptom amongst individuals with low self-esteem, just what we were saying now. Fear of conflict and fear of what others think. There you go. It's a fear of conflict as well.
Oh,
Just,
that's interesting.
Yeah.
So better apologise quick before anyone can say
before a conflict arises. So like in the example of the meeting we were giving before, just say, "Oh, sorry." And then nobody can...
Yeah, but I think if you say that in a meeting, sorry, then what you say afterwards kind of is negated.
I think it's totally undermined.
People's brains just focus on the sorry.
Yeah, it's undermined no matter what you're going to say. "Oh, sorry, but I think this idea is better." I mean, why say the sorry in the first place? It's like you're apologising for something you've done wrong, but you haven't really.
You haven't done anything.
You've got to watch out if it's just become part of your natural language. I think that's where parents can help, especially girls. I think girls are more subject to this problem, like what you were saying before. I think if you are a parent, just watch out and see how your little one's talking. If she's saying too many...
How you're talking. They model the parents.
They model,
they copy you.
They certainly do copy you, yeah. I mean, here it says Amy Schumer did a sketch about female thought leaders at a conference who were so busy apologising on stage that they never got the opportunity to actually share their expertise. Because, I mean, that's obviously a comedy. Well, they're just sorry all the time.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry if I got my hair. There you go. Yeah,
Yuka had, if you can see on YouTube, but on the podcast, Yuka had a little bit of hair going attracted towards the lipstick.
had a little curl. Decided to get stuck. Yeah, that's a classical
kind
thing.
of thing where you'd say, sorry, but.
Sorry, but.
Yeah, sorry, but.
Instead of just saying, oh, you've got a little bit of a curl stuck on. Yeah. Yeah, what's the need to say sorry?
Oh, sorry, but you've got lipstick on your teeth. I just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but why say sorry? I suppose you have to say. It's like
Do you know why
introductory
you're
word,
saying
isn't it?
sorry? Yeah, you're saying
Because
sorry.
you're interrupting the person.
No, not only because you're sort of like, it's a form of empathy. You know, I'm sorry because if I'm making you feel bad in any way by pointing out that you have something, even if it's so minor as lipstick on your teeth, but this is going to make you feel bad for one tiny second until you clean it off, and I am apologising for that. That's the thought behind it.
No, I thought the thought behind it was more like, I'm interrupting you because you're just in your own little world.
And I'm going to make you feel slightly uncomfortable for a few seconds.
Maybe.
That is it. Yes, I am interrupting you and I will make you feel slightly embarrassed, uncomfortable, unease.
So should you say sorry in those circumstances?
Probably not. You just say, hey.
But if you say
girl.
hey, then they might feel better, mightn't
Exactly. Hey, look, that happens to me all the time. You've got lipstick on your teeth. And that's already a nice way of saying, oh, look, lipstick gets everywhere. We love it, but it can get on your teeth. I think that's it, yeah. Because then you don't make them feel bad. And
So it's more positive, isn't it, in the end?
It's generally a different way of, expressing.
Way of communicating.
Definitely, yes.
More positive. More helpful, maybe.
Yeah, it's like when you say, sorry, I think I might be wrong. But
then all that sticks in, you know that. We know
that.
That.
If you say sorry, I think...
linguistic programming, you're just in your brain, the words. The first words you say before but are going to stick in the person's mind.
Oh. Sorry, I think I might be wrong. I mean, you're already, then it just implies...
It's like when the typical thing in psychology and NLP is in new linguistic program is when don't think of a pink elephant.
Exactly.
You immediately think of one. I mean, you can't help it. That's the way our minds are.
Yeah, if you say don't think of a pink elephant, you can see one. Don't think of a flying pink elephant. Who can see a flying pink elephant out there?
Dumbo.
Is it pink? Yeah, no matter what. You can instantly see it.
You so quickly see a flying elephant.
Well, yeah. Don't think of a blue balloon up in the sky. You're going to see a blue balloon. Come on. So if you say, I'm sorry, but...
You're going to think sorry.
Sorry, yeah. They're sorry for something. I might be wrong and you'll think, yes, you are wrong.
Yeah.
That could come up.
That would definitely come up.
There's a lot to be said about this over apologising. And I think that, the fact that women do it a lot more than men, it's something that we can perhaps...
But I think that's the way we're brought up, isn't it? So not to take up too much space.
To be polite.
Even in today's age.
Oh, yes, to be polite.
To be polite.
To show empathy.
Not to take up too much room. It's all to do with body language as well, I think.
Yeah, a lot to do with body language.
Don't be too larger than life in the room.
Be quiet.
Be quiet.
We're not quiet. We're certainly not quiet. We're even making a podcast about it. Let's hope we can inspire all the girls and women out there.
Psychotherapist Beverly Engel says in her book, The Power of an Apology, over-apologising isn't so different from over-complimenting. You may think you're displaying yourself as a nice and caring person, but you're actually sending the message that you lack confidence and are ineffectual.
Goodness me! So
So
you're not
you're so,
competent.
you're
You're not
inefficient.
inefficient. You're not competent. You lack competence by saying you're sorry all the time.
So she suggests in her book, she says, next time you're thinking of saying instead of saying sorry, like I couldn't make it in time, you say thank you for your patience. Let's start.
Oh,
Do you
that's
have a
nice.
moment?
Oh, that's nice. So, okay.
Or just saying, instead of saying sorry, I'm unable to attend this meeting, just say I'm unable to attend this meeting. Blah blah blah. These are my initial thoughts in a meeting, instead of saying sorry.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's lovely. I mean, do you think a woman is considered bossy if she says things like that?
No, I don't think if you say it in a nice way. If you say like, these are my initial thoughts on the subject, I think it sounds better. I think in the end,
I love it.
people want people to be confident. People that are confident are really admired.
They're admired, yeah, definitely.
And if you're not, I mean, if you're a nice person and you're confident, I think that's the best thing ever. Don't you?
Totally agree. I mean, you're showing leadership. You're leading the way, and you've probably got so many things to say and so many great ideas to share. But if you're always not confident enough to share them, or you're always thinking, sorry, no, I think it's time to stop with this sorry business, really.
I don't know why I'm thinking don't cry over spilt milk is coming to mind.
I don't know why you're thinking that. Maybe because you saw the cat.
It's something to do with this apology thing.
No, I don't think so. I think don't cry over spilt milk is like there's nothing more you can do about it now, so there's no need to cry.
No need to apologise.
Oh, maybe, yeah, no need to apologise. What has happened
has already happened, hasn't it?
It's already happened. So if you're late, it's like the milk has been spilled.
Yes, that's why I think it was coming to mind.
That's why it was coming to mind. So if you're late, just think about that. No need to cry over spilled milk. So the next time you want to say, I'm sorry.
People don't like it when you cry all the time about stuff. They don't need it in their lives because they've already got enough to cry about themselves.
They do, and they've got enough sorry and aches to think. But I mean, like, sorry also in the English language means sadness, doesn't it? So if you start
a sorry
like a
tale.
sorrow, like I think sorrow.
The sorry tale of this podcast.
No, isn't it like sorrow in my heart? He felt sorrow in his heart for his loved one. It's like aching.
It's a sorry tale, yes.
It's a sorry tale. So sorry and sorrow. So come on, let's face it, this word is sad in per se.
It's a sad word.
If we're analysing the actual word. So to start a sentence with the word sorrow and sadness, come on. It's a bit of a...
Bummer. Excuse me.
I kind of made you say that, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I stopped. The pause.
This is you getting me into trouble. It's supposed to be a clean podcast.
It is a
That's
clean.
a clean word.
Of course it's a clean
Is that
word.
a swear word?
No, of course it's not a swear word. You sound like a 2-year-old. How can that be a swear word?
I thought it might be. Some words I think aren't.
I don't know because it's not
No, the SHI word.
I do not use
the SHI word. I didn't know that was a swear word. How do you say in American a cuss? No, that's the other one.
That's right. I think we should change the subject. It's either toilets or swear word with you. You're like a toddler.
Oh, dear me.
No. I know you want to get your laugh in today. Normally
we all need a little bit of laughter.
We have massive laughs that, we're practically wetting ourselves, honestly, sometimes with this laughing.
You say I talk about toilets, but what's that reference?
That's an expression. Is it not?
Toilet expression.
Okay. Well, we're certainly not sorry about laughing.
No, we're not sorry about that at all.
No, we're not sorry, and we're not going to apologise for that because there's enough apologies.
I think everyone in the world has their place.
Yes, I agree.
And I think we can all contribute in our own way, in a very positive way.
Absolutely.
to society, to
Yeah,
others.
so let's be stars,
I think we have to be the star of our own little show, because
yeah.
I think that's what people want in the end.
They do
They
want it.
people to be confident and assertive, and when they're not,
We
they
love it when we
suddenly
see-
get they get frustrated.
And fearful themselves.
And the person that's saying sorry, that person themselves, it's a low self-esteem if you find yourself, unless it's just a habit, but usually the habit is born somewhere, either because you've been reprimanded in your family, or at school, or somewhere. Something has made you feel as if you have to constantly apologise.
It's culture, isn't it, as well? Yeah.
So
it's like your mum says, say sorry now.
Yes,
say sorry. And it's all right if you say
Manners.
sorry. If
What is it? P's and Q's.
Yeah, P's and Q's.
I didn't even know what that was when I was little. P's and Q's.
No, I didn't either.
Please and thank you, it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I had no idea, because thank you starts with a T. I mean,
they're quite funny.
Because it sounds like a Q. Thank you, you know.
Maybe. But yes, it could be like that as well. But it's funny how it's curious to notice how it's more common for girls to apologise.
Exactly, much more
because
common
girls
for girls.
feel even today that they, not all of them, thank goodness, and we're pushing for
this, yes.
But
we're
in
pushing,
in general,
let's stop it.
You have to keep quiet, don't you? Do you know that men interrupt women a lot more?
I know. You can hardly get a word in edgeways. I mean, I've got my husband and the two boys, which they're grown men now. When we're like at the dinner table, if I want to get a word in, God, it's like a war out there. I actually have to really. I mean, sometimes I can't be bothered, which is not the right.
Sorry,
I never say sorry.
No,
because
did you just keep quiet?
No, I might actually say sorry. You're right.
Do you say sorry?
Well, I'm trying to think, because my husband's Italian, so I'm going to be saying.
How do you say in Italian?
No, I think
Scusa.
Yeah, maybe. I'm going to see how often I catch myself actually in my real life, since this is Get Real. I'm going to see. Yeah, I'm going to notice it, and you notice it as well. I think I've actually heard you saying it at home. Sorry, I don't agree with this.
I don't think I say sorry.
We all think we don't do it, but we may all.
I do not.
Do you think you don't?
I don't think I do.
Really, honestly,
I talk quite a lot at home.
Mm.
Not as much as
you can get in your word. Yeah.
Not as much as others, but yes.
Mm. Oh well, there's something to be.
A lovely deep breath after all that.
Well, I think and I think we do need to become aware of this. Why do we need to become aware of it? Because it's going to help you in your life. And it really will help you if you stop apologizing. Stop over apologizing.
Like, for instance, even in the podcasting world, I've heard a lot of podcasters say, "Oh, I'm sorry, this is my first podcast. I'm getting used to this.
Really,
I don't know how to do this. I'm so sorry."
But it makes you think. First of all, makes you feel bad for them. So the emotion.
Well, I think if you're empathetic, it does make you feel bad.
And you think, "Oh, poor guy, poor girl. Oh dear." But you're not in the place of
just
in a learning space. Yeah, just listening. You're immediately empathizing with them. So
stop doing it. We're going to try. We're going to notice how many times we actually do it, because it's like what you.
It is a bit unconditional.
We don't
it's
actually
unconscious.
realise how much we do.
Yeah,
I do notice when we've been in Italy and we go back to London, how often people say it in London. It's like every 2 seconds if you're going round and about.
It's incredible.
It's really...
Sorry, love. Sorry. Whatever it's for. It's adorable. But it's
different. That's different.
That's different, yeah. Like, sorry, love. Oh, no, here's your cup of tea. But wherever it is, it's always sorry, isn't it?
Well, this is what we were saying about the lady at the bar with the bins again. She said, "I'm so sorry, the bins. I haven't had time to empty them," and we hadn't even realised that
at the coffee shop. No, we had never.
We hadn't even noticed.
Who's going to be looking at the bins? No. We've gone to order lovely coffee. We're not thinking about looking at the bin. The bin is empty. The bin is. I mean, it was nothing. It's not like there were monkeys climbing over the bin eating out the leftovers. There was nothing like that. Or wild boars coming. No. It was just a bin. What's a big deal? But yeah, why do you have to point out that there was something wrong and apologise for it when nobody else sees it?
No one sees it.
No one sees it. So it just... For a start, it makes you look and notice at what's wrong. Because we both looked over at the bin and thought, oh, yeah, it is full. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you go in, that's the same thing if you go into a meeting, don't apologise for your clothes. If you've chosen them, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just say, okay, I've chosen these clothes because they make you feel good, they make you feel happy, whatever it is. Comfortable.
Or they're the ones I have.
Or there's
Excuse me.
Excuse me, indeed. No need for excuse me. No.
I mean, excuse me in the
sarcastic kind of way, yes.
Who are you to judge?
Well, no,
not you, but who's the person to, you don't, everyone's got different circumstances,
absolutely,
haven't they?
Yeah. You've decided to wear that little outfit, stick with it, chin up, and, feel confident with it and go with it. And you'll look gorgeous in it if you're confident. You really will ooze that confidence that people desire
because
so much.
In the 80s when they used to go around with plastic bags, do you remember when the bin bags were in fashion?
They're talking about bins, yeah.
The girls would wear them. Didn't we wear one once?
We did.
I'm sure we tried it.
We did try it on with a big belt, bit like these. Or you cut your...
I'm sure I've got some memory of doing it.
Yeah, it was kind of a punk thing.
It was like a punk, but it was like, oh, hey, who are you? I can do what I want kind of thing.
Yeah,
There's no apology there.
There's no apology.
And look at the fashion designers. Do they apologise for what they put women in?
No. Sometimes you think they should
be.
They're trying to kill us.
Or the shoes they make.
Yeah, I know. My goodness, can't they invent those shoes for men?
I think they are doing it now because men are wearing heels as well, and it's great. Because also as well, why should they dictate what we wear? Everyone's different. It should all be inclusive. If men want to wear skirts, so what?
But you're right.
Good.
They certainly don't say sorry. This is my new collection.
This is really uncomfortable, and you're never going to always cost a fortune, and you're never going to be able to buy it. But they don't apologise.
No way.
This is This is art.
This is art form.
This is new. This is fantastic. This is wonderful.
And we do love fashion. So. We're not saying anything against them, and we're in Italy.
But what I mean is that people that are confident, they don't apologise for it, and then in the end, people can see the love they have for whatever they've created,
and they love it,
and they want it. Like we wanted to wear the bin bags,
and they love it,
because it makes you feel good. It's something special. It's something new. It's something different. It gives you a different experience of life.
They love it because there's no sorrow in it. There's only joy. There's no sorry and sorrow and sadness. It's all happiness. It's joy because you're coming from a lovely, confident place.
Absolutely
so
wonderful.
Let's watch out and not say sorry
and the challenge for you is to notice, first of all, how many times you apologise.
I will do that. I will notice it.
It wasn't for you.
No, I know. For the listeners, but I'm going to do it as well.
I will do it too. And also to please go and download this episode and the previous ones if you haven't done so, and to please rate, because rate and
download.
Rate and download and
subscribe.
That's for
well
YouTube. Done. Yutka's finished it off. Okay then, thank you so much. We'd love to hear from you soon.
Yes.
And lots of love and smiles from the English sisters. Bye.